Hello, Leo. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Leo is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And if there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. All right. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. All right. And remember, Leo, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And a Three of Pentacles. Did we get a Three of Pentacles in your last reading? I kind of think we did. You're engaged in a lot of important work right now. And I think that we are, well, let's put this into some context, okay? Because I think that we are really pushing right now, right? I feel like there's a really huge effort towards something. Yeah, see, there's the Five of Wands. That's that huge effort. Ooh, a Three of Cups, too, and a Ten of Cups. So this huge effort, at first, I was kind of thinking it was like a business thing. And it still might be some sort of business or career, some sort of financial thing, but there's all this water energy, right? There's optimism and hope, and there's a little bit of pessimism. And the two together, almost they're creating like a balance that's leading you to this Ten of Cups. Let's continue. Now we've got some air energy, we've got that devil energy, more fire, and a Chariot card. Interesting. You are definitely forging ahead, right? You're definitely making progress toward your happy life, right? Whether this is business or family, it's probably all of it. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. And we'll just take that one right out of there. Alien Simon Mork Ripley right there on top. And we're not going to look at that card until the very end, okay? But it will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need, okay? And if at any point during the reading you feel like you know what that card is, put your prediction in the comments below. Let's do it as a group exercise, right? As a practice in intuition, okay? But first, let's look around the room here. We've got major, major, and major. We've got some good earth energy here with these major arcanas, right? This is the Hierophant. This is some Taurus energy. This is the Devil card, which is some Capricorn energy. It's fixed earth and it's cardinal earth, okay? So this is kind of saying that what we've been doing in the past, the way that you've been approaching this thing has been working. It has been working, okay? But we need to almost tap into your reserve gas tank and just one last push, right? We need this like surge of effort. We need a little, nitrous oxide, little turbo boost here, right? So we have our major arcana here and here and here. We have our fire energy here. We have definitely this water energy, okay, which is very nice. We have a little bit of air, okay? And then we've got, of course, our earth energy right here with this three. Let's talk about the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is a card that says you understand the process of creation on the physical plane. You understand how to work it, right? You understand how to get things done. You're someone who can organize people. You're someone that can kind of delegate even. You know where to put people. You know where to put yourself. You know what pieces to fit together in order to get this thing off the ground, right? This kind of looks like one of those drones, with the fans underneath it. And this is your ability to spin each of those fans at the perfect rate right? The perfect RPM, so that this project, this life, this plan, this relationship maybe, can take off, can ascend in the right way. Okay. So you understand how much energy to give all of the different components of your life, or of this project, or of this relationship, you know. And that's kind of what we see here with the Five of Wands too. This is a definite push to get to your happy life, right? To get to whatever the goal is, whatever the satisfaction is. Now, this is a water energy. This isn't the Earth card that we would expect, right? You get to your goals, you see a Ten of Pentacles, you know. This isn't so much for the physical result, right? It's like, it's not for the money. It's for the feeling of having accomplished this, right? It's for the feeling that getting that reward, provides, right? It is about the money too, but it's the feeling involved. It's the satisfaction, right? It's the Ten of Cups. It's the feeling that you did it, right? That you reached this goal, that you accomplished this thing. And maybe it's a relationship. For some of you, this might be a romantic thing. And the Ten of Cups can be a very romantic card, This is a situation where all of your needs are being met, right? All of your cups are being filled. This is the ideal, perfect relationship, right? Well, the perfect relationship, let's just pause for a second and talk about this. For some of you, this is going to be a romantic thing. The perfect relationship doesn't mean that everything is good all the time, because look at what we've got here. The perfect relationship is a blend of the Three of Cups and the Seven of Cups, right? 7 and 3, we get 10. Tarot can do math, right? So the perfect, happy, ideal relationship is one that has, both joy and sorrow. Sometimes you'll argue. Sometimes things won't feel as nice and as happy and as joyous as they do at other times, right? But what we remember is that even in those angry moments, in those sorrowful, sad moments, even the moments that feel like we're just kind of stuck, we're not getting along, things are just, we're kind of in the quicksand here. Even in these moments, we can look up and see the ultimate joy that we're creating, right? The Three of Cups, the understanding of the process of creation on the emotional, spiritual plane. So we understand that even in these moments, we're still creating the ideal relationship. They say every relationship, needs a little bit of disagreements, a little bit of arguing here and there, right? So the Ten of Cups, the ideal situation for you, is not one that is completely devoid of trouble, right? Completely devoid of, sorrow or sadness or pain, right? Life fluctuates. Life has its ups and downs. But the Seven of Cups is the confidence that even in those moments where things just don't feel very good, the confidence that we're still creating this happy, ideal, perfect kind of life. Okay? So in the romantic sense, that fits, right? But also in this kind of work or business or this creative, this life path, whatever this is for the rest of you, we see a real push to get to that best life, that perfect happiness scenario. So maybe this is business or financial for some of you too. And if that is the case, it's really about us pushing ahead, even if we feel like we're being bogged down, even if we feel as if there is this kind of almost a misery here, right? We understand that it's all part of the process, and we're pushing ahead with this fire energy. So, let me talk about the Five of Wands again, Because what I was going to say is that this is you pushing forward. This is your foot on the accelerator, right? But this is also the regulation of that accelerator. It's not just pedal to the metal. You know, you don't just apply as much force as you can to think that it's going to get you to the goal any faster, right? This is knowing how much, especially these two cards together, knowing how much force to apply. Because the Five of Wands is Saturn in Leo. And Saturn does kind of have that melancholy vibe, which sinks us down into this pit a little bit. But Saturn is also discipline. It is also the foundation, the fundamental energy that supports the system. And that is you knowing how much force to apply, because the Three of Pentacles, right? The understanding the process of creation on the physical plane. How much energy, how much electricity does each component need? Okay? So it's a delicate process. It's a balance. Right? It's understanding how much force to apply and when. There's discipline and restraint in the Five of Wands. And that is you kind of taming your enthusiasm a little bit. Right? Maybe when you can see the finish line, the urge is to just go as fast as you can. Run as fast as you can. Right? That's not the recommendation right now. Yes, you have to move faster. We see a difference between the Hierophant and the Devil energy. The Hierophant is kind of slow and steady. What has worked in the past will always work. Well, the Devil energy is saying, no, it's time to do something different. It's time to put a little bit more pep in our step, a little bit more of a turbo boost here. Doesn't mean pedal to the metal, doesn't mean fly forward as fast as you can to the finish line. But it means we have to put in a little bit, maybe not more energy, but different energy, right? We need to try something new. We need to innovate. We need to shake things up a little bit. Okay. So yeah, the Three of Cups here. This is there's a deeper meaning to this work for you. Whether this is work or career, whether you're retired and this is this is a passion project, this is a relationship, maybe this is all about finding your purpose in life, right? Finding that kind of a life that gives you this ultimate satisfaction, okay? Doesn't matter how old you are, doesn't matter if you're in a relationship or not, this is the goal, okay? And we're really focused on how to create that, right? Understanding the process of creation on the emotional and intuitive, spiritual kind of plane. So this card is kind of suggesting to me that the bonds that you have with other people are very important to you, right? You're somebody that is very selective with who you associate with. And if you're not feeling the vibe with somebody, you don't want them around, right? Because they're kind of taking away from this balance of activity, of concentration almost that you have. Because you're very focused on this goal, this accomplishment, this satisfaction, whatever it is. And I think that if you surround yourself with the wrong kind of people, we might be dipping a little bit too much in the Seven of Cups, a little bit too much in the melancholy. We might feel a little bit too weighed down, right? So I think you're being very selective with who you surround yourself with, all right? The Hierophant, again, I know I'm kind of bouncing all around these cards, but the Hierophant is a lot of very good wisdom. It is a kind of a technical knowledge, and I feel like this is the tried and true. This is what has always worked for you. This is maybe like by the book, you know. And this is good. We love this. This is fantastic. But I want to emphasize that because it's not as if you've been doing the wrong thing. You've been doing the absolute right thing. Now it's time to do a little bit more of the right thing, right? And we're going to switch over to the path of the serpent. And as I do this, I'd also like to ask for your subscription, right? If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. It's free. Hit the like button. Leave a comment for me, all right? I appreciate that. Okay, we start the path of the serpent with the Prince of Swords. This is double air. And to me, this is kind of, this is a little bit of uncertainty. I think it's kind of us being on the fence between these two. Do I stick with what's always worked, or is it time to shake things up? Is it time to do something a little bit different? Change your tactic, change your method, right? Give an extra little push in a certain direction, right? And that would basically be like putting a little bit extra power into one of these fans. Well, if these fans, if they're not in sync, this drone is going to kind of fly. It's going to change course, right? The trajectory is going to change. So I think that's what's on your mind right now, is this decision of like, do we stick with what's always worked? Or do I try to innovate, to do something differently, to give an extra push somewhere, right? And that's the difficulty. That is the, that's the dilemma I think that you face right now. The devil energy is really just wants to climb the mountain by any means necessary. And this is one of those energies that can go just pedal to the metal, right? It's cardinal earth. It wants to just sprint, but it can't sprint forever. Eventually it's going to wane, right? That energy is going to fizzle out a little bit. And then we need the Hierophant again, the fixed earth energy, to sustain at a certain level. It's not coasting. It's not coasting, but it is kind of steady on the accelerator, right? It's trying to just find that balance between, it's getting the best gas mileage, right? The devil energy is flooring it. Come up to speed, lay off the accelerator, not coast, but you're not really heavy on the gas either. You're kind of going at a real nice pace there. And that's kind of what we see, right? And it's almost this, the Five of Wands is kind of regulating between the two, right? So yes, we do need to innovate, but we don't want to just mash the gas and burn ourselves out. We do need to kind of stick with what's always worked, but we need to add in a little bit of extra power. Okay. I hope my automobile references resonate with you. We see this coming next, the Princess of Wands. It's in the position of what we don't want. Okay. And we don't want this because if we mash on the accelerator, if you floor it, that car is going to get a little squirrely. Okay. And this is kind of a loss of control. This is maybe we're having a little bit too much fun with our foot in the floor and we're doing donuts and the car's rolling over. It's very unsafe. And we don't want that. We don't want to lose control of our vehicle here, all right, which is the Chariot, which is carrying our very treasured, precious cargo, right? Our hearts, our soul, our destiny, our lives, our future, right? This is the vehicle of water, right? And it's taking us to this 10 of Cups. So this is what's really important. And we have to think of the vessel and what the vessel is transporting. So this card here is a reminder that, look, we need to drive safely because we're in the car. You know, me and you, the family, the pets, whatever. We've got to drive safely. We want to get there. We want to get there on time or get there relatively close to being on time, but we don't want to be reckless. Okay. So whatever you're doing, there's a need for something new. There's a need for a little bit more gas, but not too much, right? Don't completely change everything that you've been doing. Just see what you can do to kind of spice things up. Add a little bit of a different tactic or methodology into your work. If you're running a business, this is like just maybe run a little bit of a sale or a special, right? Don't give the whole store away, but just something to kind of to spark a little more interest, something to accelerate the progress to your goals, but not that's going to, lose control. But let's look at that Chariot. This is that Cancer energy. I wonder if maybe a Cancer sign is important in your life somewhere. But I feel like this is us sticking to our goal, right? It's sort of, in a way, like the Hierophant. The Hierophant is tried and true. This is commitment. This is fixed earth. We're sticking to what was working. This is a card that says we're sticking to our goal. We're sticking to what we want. We remain committed to our work, our destiny, our purpose, even if our tactics may change. Okay. This is also a card that is perhaps getting a little bit anxious. Okay, it's cardinal water. So this is a feeling like we need to rush. We need to hurry. Let's take the lesson of the rest of these cards and let's hurry. Yeah, let's do some things to get the ball rolling a little bit faster. But let's maintain control over this Chariot. Okay. Let's look at the mystery card too. I wonder what this is going to reveal to us. Thank you, Alien. If you have an idea what this is, put your prediction in the comments. All right, I'm thinking something here like maybe a 6 of Pentacles, maybe a 9 or a 10 of Pentacles here. Okay, showing that not only is this the physical satisfaction that we're going to get from this work, but the kind of physical component of it too. Maybe this will be, well, a 9 of Cups would work. I'm thinking some earth energy here. Let's see what we've got. This happened in the last reading I did too, where I had a picture in my mind of this card, but I didn't say it. I started talking about something else. I should have just gone with the first image that I saw in my head, because it was of the 8 of Pentacles. Because I feel like this is the progress. This is kind of this is a card, again, it's one of these energies that says the right amount of energy to put into things, right? And it's all for a purpose, right? Everything has to be part of the plan. Everything has to be part of the strategy. And yes, you want to find ways to hurry the ship along, to get there faster. You want to be able to make your work a little easier, a little streamlined, right? To get things done quicker, right? It's efficiency. But not if it's going to end up ruining the work altogether. See, this is someone who's just got their head down, they're doing the work, right? This person maybe has always done things the Hierophant way, right? There's one way to build this thing, and that's what you do. Well, this person takes a little bit of this devil energy and says, okay, I'm going to take the Hierophant as my starting point, the textbook, the tried and true, the way people have done it for, millennia. But I'm going to see if I can just very slightly and subtly improve upon that to make things a little bit faster, to make things a little bit more economical, a little more streamlined, right? It's an innovation. It's you're not inventing something new. You're not reinventing the wheel. But maybe you're the one that says, well, maybe the wheel shouldn't just be like a stone wheel. Let's make it out of wood. Let's put some rubber around it or something, It's just a slight improvement, an innovation rather than an invention, to make your work go a little bit easier so that we can get to our goal a little bit faster. This is nice. I like this. We're going to do an extended reading. If you want to watch that, click on the link in the corner. New Leo readings Tuesdays and Saturdays at 6 a.m. Chicago time. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.